Hi again, everyone. Today we're going to talk about meiosis, which is a process that can be considered to be similar to mitosis, but we're going to see it's actually quite different. Before we get into our understanding of meiosis, let's do a quick review of mitosis. Let's remember that mitosis makes two daughter cells that are genetically identical to the parent. Another way of saying that is that the chromosome number stays the same from parent to offspring. So if the parent cell has 4 chromosomes, both of its daughter cells will also have 4 chromosomes. And we learned about mitosis as a type of asexual reproduction. So if I am a bacteria and I would like to make more of myself, I go through the process of mitosis. My chromosomes are copied, they're divided, I end up with a full set of chromosomes in 2 new cells. And now let's go over chromosomes again. So first let's look at this diagram on the left. We start with DNA, the material from which chromosomes are constructed. We see it in this ladder form, and this is a series of letters that form a code. This code gives our body directions for traits, for making proteins, for a lot of things in our body. So we have our long strand of chromosomes, and then pieces of chromosomes that will code for a specific trait are called a gene. So I might have a piece of DNA in my chromosome that is the gene for height. I could have a gene for a particular disease. Then all those genes are packaged together into this X-shaped structure called a chromosome, and the chromosomes are then stored inside the cell nucleus. If we look at the right, here we have something called a karyotype, which is really a map of a person's chromosomes. And you'll notice that all of our chromosomes here exist in pairs. And we go from number 1 to 23. And that is because humans have 23 pairs of chromosomes, or 46 chromosomes all together. So continuing on chromosome number, most organisms have a diploid number of chromosomes. So we see this diploid over here in our karyotype again, where we have 2 number 1s, 2 number 2s, 2 number 3s, etc., etc. We have 23 pairs of chromosomes. So on that 2n, we would have 2 times 23. And those 23 pairs of chromosomes total up to 46 chromosomes. Now, chromosome 1, if we have 2 chromosome number 1s, those chromosomes are homologous, meaning they code for the same trait. So if chromosome number 1 has a gene for eye color and hair color and height, and I'm just saying that theoretically, then we have one set of chromosomes from our mom with a gene for eye color, hair color, height, and then we get one set of chromosomes from our dad with the genes for eye color, hair color, and height. Okay, so that's what we said here. Organisms get one set of chromosomes from each parent. So if we have 46 chromosomes, we get one set of 23 from mom, one set of 23 from dad. On the right here, you just see a chart of different chromosome numbers in different organisms. You could see in something simple like a fruit fly, the diploid number of chromosomes is 8. So they have 4 pairs of chromosomes. A dog, though, has 78 chromosomes. And humans, we said before, have 46 chromosomes. So now we have a problem. How do organisms get only one set of chromosomes from each parent when the parent cells have the pair or diploid number of chromosomes? If humans have a diploid chromosome number of 46, how are they able to make a cell that only has 23 chromosomes? And we'll answer that with meiosis. Meiosis is the process that can produce cells with only half the normal chromosome number. And a cell with half the chromosome number is called a haploid cell. So meiosis would allow a parent to produce specialized cells that only have 23 chromosomes. Why do I want to make cells with 23 chromosomes? so that when my mom contributes genetic information to me, I'll have 23 chromosomes from her, and then I'll get 23 chromosomes from my dad, and then I will be a cell with 46 chromosomes. Let's say it another way. When offspring are produced through sexual reproduction, they get half of their genetic material from each parent. Parents must have the ability to produce cells with half the normal chromosome number. In humans, that would be 23 chromosomes instead of 46. Gametes are the specialized sex cells that only have half the chromosome number. They are called sperm and egg. So if we would compare a skin cell with an egg cell, we would see that a human skin cell has 46 chromosomes, whereas a human egg cell only has 23 chromosomes. So in mitosis, when we're doing asexual reproduction, the complete set of chromosomes is copied. So if the parent cell has 8 chromosomes, the daughter cell will have 8 chromosomes. In sexual reproduction, however, we're going to combine gametes. We're going to combine a sperm and an egg. So we need a process that can make cells that only have half of the normal chromosome number. And in sexual reproduction, instead of copying a chromosome number, we're going to combine 2 half chromosome numbers to make the whole chromosome number. Here we can just practice with the diploid chromosome number and the gamete chromosome number. So if a cell, the diploid number is 46, then the gamete would only have 23 chromosomes. And the opposite way, if a gamete has 4 chromosome numbers, then the regular body cell would have 8 chromosomes. So the goal of meiosis is to produce gametes with half the normal chromosome number, and those gametes will then combine to form offspring. So how does meiosis work? And here we'll just do an overview, and then we'll get into this in more detail in class. We start out over here with a cell with 2 chromosomes. We now see that the chromosomes are copied. I have 4 chromosomes. This one cell will split into 2, and I'll end up with 2 daughter cells with 2 chromosomes each. So this first step, you should be thinking, is really similar to mitosis. And that is called meiosis 1. That's the first cell division. What happens next, though, is that we take these cells with 2 chromosomes each, and we do not recopy their genetic material. Rather, we just split these cells in 2. So we have 2 red chromosomes. They're split in 2. We end up with 2 cells with 1 chromosome each. And the same thing happens on the blue side. So whereas we started out with a cell with 2 chromosomes, we end up with 4 cells with 1 chromosome each. And that happens after the second meiotic division. And on this slide, you can kind of pause your screen and look at some of the differences between mitosis and meiosis.